Oh, that's Steve Hart's 89. Well, we've all seen Madonna's performance at the Grammys. It wasn't a performance. She just introduced Sam Smith, which I guess makes sense. And he did a performance of Unholy, which I'd never heard. I'd heard he'd done this song called Unholy. It was really good. And I'm like, oh, that's that song. I've been hearing it all over the place. I didn't know that was him. So that was good. The performance was good. Madonna's introduction was very subdued. She was wearing like a Janet Jackson suit, but with a dress for cut down the side. And Trevor Noah was presenting, and he basically, he just introduced her. And she just talked about being a rebel, and, you all saw it. She just was like, be rebels, it's good. And then Sam Smith came on. I'm like, that's it. She didn't do anything. Like, I was expecting something. And the speech was about being shocking or controversial or something. She could have done something at the end of the speech. Now, it would have been perhaps shocking, controversial, getting attention. But that probably would have been a bit tacky when you're introducing someone to try and steal the attention from them by doing something right before, they come out. So it's probably good she didn't do something. But yeah, she didn't do anything. So yeah, so I did miss that live. I had to watch that on YouTube. But I got up. It's so annoying. In Australia, okay, because of the time difference, your award shows that are on at night, and I assume most of you people are doing it in America, kind of end up being our daytime sort of things. So I have insomnia. I tend to be up very late because I can't sleep, and by the time I do sleep, it's normally pretty late, and I get up pretty late. So I went to bed really late, and I woke up around 12, but I only slept for a couple of hours. I'm like, I just stay in bed. So then I woke up around 1:45, and then by about 2 o'clock, I was looking at YouTube, and I saw some comment on a video from the Grammys. It was only 40 minutes old, and I'm like, maybe the Grammys are still on. So I actually looked at Googled, where do I find it? And it's on Channel 9, because I don't have Channel 10 anymore. Because my slumlord won't fix the antenna, so I only have two of our main sort of three channels in Australia, 7, 9 and 10. I've got 7 and 9, but not 10. And it was on 9. I'm like, oh, cool. And I'm like, oh, it'll be over. And I looked, and it still had an hour and a half left. It had been on since 12, and it was on till 3:30. I'm like, awesome. So I'm going to get to watch some of the Grammys. And it's funny because a lot of people have been trashing award shows, particularly the usual suspects, the white supremacists and the istophobes, all those people. And it's mostly because they're very diverse. And I must admit, after about 15 minutes, I'm like, are there any white people? Now, first thing I tuned into was the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So of course, it was all, all the black performers and all that for the most. But I think they're all black. I didn't see Eminem. I don't think he gets counted in that. But then there was Adele in the audience. I'm like, okay, there's a white person. And then she wins an award. I'm like, okay. And there was some country guy, and then he went, he performed. And Bonnie Raitt was there, and she got an award. I'm like, okay, so there's not a lot of white people, but they're winning all the awards and performing. Okay. And then Chris Martin, whatever his name is, he did an award as well. And I'm like, okay, no white person. So I can see why the istophobes hate the award shows, because, and especially the music shows, because music is very dominated by hip hop at the moment, and has been for a decade or so, really. So they really don't like it. So they probably should just go watch Country Music Awards, because aside from, I don't know, Lil Nas X was like in that for a minute, but I think even he's gone now. So it's all white people for them, so I think they can go watch that. But yeah. It was interesting. They had like the Award for Change thing, which the Mrs. Biden did, and that was all nice. And Bonnie Raitt got first Grammy in 10 years, but I kept wanting Lizzo to win, and I'm like, oh dog. She kept coming up, but she wasn't winning. I'm like, oh damn. But she seemed to be having fun. She finally spotted Beyonce. If you all know about that, she was looking for Beyonce. Beyonce finally arrived in the room. I don't know if she performed or not, but and then I think album of the year or whatever, because there's a couple. There's like pop album, there's best album, and there's all different albums. There's not just one. But she won. I'm like, oh, about damn time. And she stood up and she gave a pretty good speech. It was very inspirational. Now, I love Lizo, but it's a fine line between body positivity and promoting obesity. She's sort of dancing around that line all the time, and I just sort of would like her to be healthy, that's all. I don't care. She can still be big, because you don't have to be skinny to be healthy. You can have some, you can have some body fat. Doesn't matter as long as it's not internal. So it was fun to watch her win, and then I had to go, watch a couple of videos and that. But her performance was a little disappointing because it said About Damn Time, but she only spent about 10 seconds on About Damn Time. The rest was like gospel and just other songs that she's done. And I was really shocked by Sam Smith's song because I've been hearing part of Unholy just all over the place. I'm like, oh, what's that? That sounds good. I need to find out what that song is. And I didn't know it was him. And yeah, but Madonna, disappointed, but she was introducing someone, so I guess it's good that she wasn't just, hey, look at me, I want attention. It was actually about saluting other people. I didn't think she had that in her. Being the narcissist that she is, I didn't think she actually had it in her to actually just, with some class and dignity, just, announce someone else and give someone else the spotlight. That was kind of remarkable. So I had to comment on that and the awards ceremony in general. And I mean, I loved the hip hop part. I was like, I only recognized about half the people though, and I'm like, damn, I'm so white. But I was like, where's LL? Where's LL? He came out, but he kept his shirt on. But there was some other guy who had his shirt off, so it was all good. And at the end, they had this big what is it, the Last Supper table, and Jay-Z and all these rap guys were all doing stuff at the end, and they're out on the street, and everything was lit with purple and that. It looked good. They did a good job. I don't know why the award ceremonies don't do so well. I think it is because, for the most part, they do promote diversity, even if they don't actually award diversity, because a lot of the people who are getting the awards are white. But I think that's why a lot of people don't like them, why they're not rating so well. That, and I think the more we become like a social media TikTok sort of society, we sort of realize how it's like we make normal people into celebrities. It makes celebrities less important. So getting awarded for being a celebrity and being sort of in the charts, as opposed to just being like a regular person doing their own videos and stuff, it just sort of, I think it's just part of society. I don't think it's anything about those institutions. I don't think it's necessarily they're too woke or anything, but certainly those people are having problems with those awards ceremonies as they go on. So I just thought the whole thing was interesting, and I want to talk about it. I know nobody's listening, but that's fine, because I just like to talk. And, this is my YouTube therapy. I got no one to talk to here, still in the what zone. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the Grammys? I enjoyed what I saw. I really just wish I'd thought in advance, looked it up last night. I would have known it was starting at 12. I would have just set my alarm. And even though I only had a couple of hours, I would have just got up and watched the whole thing. So I kind of wish I'd seen Madonna live and just seen the whole show. Because I do like award shows. I like celebrating people. I like that we spend too much time criticizing people and tearing people down. So the idea of just celebrating and awarding people, I like. And I think art is a very hard thing. You sit, for the most part, in a room by yourself creating something. You hope someone sees it. You hope someone gets a response. As a performer, you get to perform. So you get that audience. But as an artist who does other things like painting and stuff like that, you never really know what people's reaction are to it. And you never feel like you're actually getting any attention. A lot of people don't, because art isn't like a great money maker in some ways. So I do enjoy that other areas of the arts, like the music industry, they get that immediate reaction and they get that attention and celebration and that, and I do enjoy that. So I'm going to stop talking because I'm still talking. I'm going to go. Bye.